Okay. Hey guys. Sorry if y'all got that first part. Um, you weren't supposed to. I was talking to the Lord. Okay, so I know it's a weird way to start a video, but I've already done this like 3 times and I don't want to do it again. But I was making a video and because it was on like one of my like lock screens, it like kept locking me out, locking me out while I was like talking. So I had to do this. This is like the best way I can hold it up. I can't click on the emergency alert at the bottom. And so this is the best way to show you guys. Let me just start with, I went to the park 3 days ago, took my kids to the park. We get there. Now listen, prior to this, I had already been talking about the name Cade to my brothers and sisters in Christ because the Lord's been bringing up the name Cade to me, and then this happened. So I had already been praying about this, about hearing the name Cade, okay, and this has happened months prior about start praying for this older male named Cade. I started doing that a while back, so I knew that like whenever this stuff came up, the Lord's talking about some sort of time frame. So I'm like, okay, like I'm catching on to that. Well, we go to the park, and as soon as we walk up, this little boy runs up to my son. He's like, Hollister, my best friend from school. And my son started a new school this year, and I don't know anyone out there at all or in this town. And so I didn't know who he was. And I was like, what's your name? And he was like, my name's Cade. and I'm sorry. It makes me laugh every time. Like, it sounds like he's going to say, yeah, my name's Cade. Like, ha. But he was so cute, okay? I'm gonna try not to let it lock on you, but it's like in a weird. I don't know why it keeps trying to lock on me. I'm gonna try and pay attention to it. So that already was interesting, okay? So that happened, and then yesterday we go to the store, and I park in the front, like in the front 2 rows or front row. And I'm not that far out. Like, I mean, I should not have gotten lost to my car. But when we came out, for some reason, I guess since we came out the other side, we went down the one next to it, the aisle next to it. Because there was a road there, and I have a new car, so I'm not really that used to it yet. And so we walk up to this rogue. Everything's the same, Pearl, all of it. It's the same car. It's just not my car. And I walk up to it and we try to go get. Even my son goes to get in, and he's like, "What the heck? Unlock it!" I'm like, this isn't our car." So I then look up to find that on both. Okay, so like we're in the right spot, but we're in the wrong row. So when I look over to the right spot, um, there's like, okay, I don't know. I feel like when I retold the story that I knew the number was 9, okay? Because I didn't count all of them, but I regretted it as soon as I left because I started to realize what was happening. And so I kind of missed out on the count, but I believe it's 9. I'm almost positive that the number was 9 of Nissan Rogues, all pearl, okay, which is like, it's like a different version of the car, you know what I mean? That color. And so very strange, right? So this Rogue, so now I got the car of the Rogue, now I'm running into all these Rogues, which now, don't get me wrong, I think it's like one of the most popular cars right now. I don't know. That's what my husband said. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. That makes sense. But then if I wouldn't have woke up this morning to hearing what I heard from the Lord, I wouldn't have even mentioned this. So that happened last night, and last night I could not sleep. I just had something. I was feeling sick, like I just was being kept awake. Like, stop, like just pray, just pray. And I was just like, Lord, like I know you want me to be praying for something. What is it like? And before the Lord gives me something, He'll give me this time to like meditate and like beg for it. Like, or I beg for it. I'm like, please, Lord, just show me. like. And so that's what I did. I just like spent time in meditation, like, Lord, please talk to me. Like, please tell me what this is and like what this is. And What are you trying to say here? With everything, right? Okay. And so, I'm praying on this, and then I end up going to sleep. And then I get woke up at 1:38 in the morning. Okay. I guess this alarm had already went off once, or this thing already went off once, but like it was still going off until like 1:38 when I finally clicked it off. And so you guys can see the time. I need to look that up. 1:33. The time that it came in was 1:33, but like the emergency alert just kept going off and off and off. So I like woke up and like realized what was happening. So I had this emergency alert, and the name was Caden and Colden, okay? Wall. And I was like, what? And then the name, Sarah Caswell. And I'm like, wait a second. The Lord's been telling me about the name Sarah. And in the vision that I had about the Tennessee banquet vision, where they were looking at the greenhouses, Sarah was standing there with the Lord. And all this stuff's been going on in my life that I haven't, like, revealed to you guys yet. What's been happening. I'm sorry. Bugs, animals, birds, whatever is just like they have been trying to drown me out for a while now. So I hope that doesn't overshadow the video, guys. I'm sorry. But either way, I get this emergency alert, but I don't make the connections until this morning when I woke up at 6 o'clock, 6:08. I was woke up at 6:08, and I heard the Lord tell me that when this rogue event happens, that's when He's taking the children, and that it will be a blindsided rogue event to the mothers and fathers of the children. And it's going to hit the world really hard. It's going to get dark fast. And I started thinking about that. I was like, dang, that's going to send it into like just darkness. And I really didn't think about the amount, like really the implications of that, but it would send things into a spiraling darkness. Okay, so that's what he was telling me this morning. And I like got the understanding that all of these things are still connected to the banquet in Tennessee and to like my name, to the fact that like the name all has to do with music. Who are the 144,000 first fruits? What are they going to be doing? They're going to be the people who sing the new song. They're going to be over the music. They're taking over Satan's spot, and they're going to be over the music. And the Lord, I think, is saying that this time for the 144K to come out of the greenhouse is now with the children. Of course, He's been saying that, but I'm saying like He'll reveal something to you, but then He'll reveal something to you like this is going on. Like I'm telling you now because this is gonna happen like pretty quickly. I don't know how quickly, but He's telling me on the morning of the 18th. He's also been telling me some stuff about us regaining sight. And a few other things, but I wanted to get this out. Like I didn't go into the names or anything. I mean, I guess I could. I looked them up. Okay, Sarah means means woman of high rank, or translated as princess, which would be, us, the kings and queens of the Lord. That when we come back, that's who we are. You know what I mean? Like once He takes us, we are no longer of this world. No, we are now like fully indwelled into the kingdom of the Lord, and we no longer apply to this earth. So that's the name Sarah, and like I said, mine the name Cadence or Caden um can mean. Hold on, I think I looked it up too. Or I looked up Colden, and then let's look up Cade real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Well, I've already found a lot of information. I'm saying that the Cade is I know is representing the 144,000 too. And think about this, guys. The 144,000 are going. They're first fruits. If they are first fruits because of their line of because of their bloodline going down David's bloodline, Jesus is like because of that, their children to quite possibly is what I'm starting to see. Older ones are going to be used as well as 144,000. I started to realize how I had actually been seeing my son, Hollister, in so many of my dreams of like deep tribulation, and he's with me. And so, I don't know why else that would be, to be honest, you know. And so I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to tell you guys, hey, the Lord's trying to tell me when this rogue event happens, these kids are going to go, and it looks like this rogue event's going to be happening very soon. I feel in my heart that it is. Like, I mean, I prayed to the Lord last night, like, Lord, you can't just point out all these time frames and then, like, nothing, you know? That's not of God. I don't know what's going on, you know? So, but I do know that there are things moving, there are things happening that we're not, like, fully perceiving or even aware of yet. And I think we've still been just the solar events, these solar flares and the CMEs that started coming. It begins in the sun, and I've known that it begins in the sun. Everything does, you know, because of Jesus. And so it begins in the sun, and that's what we're seeing. It's beginning in the sun, and we're about to see this blackout event. We're about to see this huge shaking. I'm talking shaking like it's hard to unless you've been through an earthquake. I've never been through an earthquake. It's hard to like think about that or like what that would be like. But the Lord's had like the tremors and like the shakes really bad, and it's increased and increased and increased until at one point like last week or last month at the same exact time frame, he had me shaking so bad like I couldn't even function in daily life like at all. Um, Everything was I was cleaning up the last thing I held in my hand all day, and it was horrible, 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 horrible. And if it's anything similar, this shaking is going to be bad, unlike the world's ever seen. And we're also going to be shaken up in other ways. And I believe that the earth being tossed like a ball, like that, is being tossed through time, through moments in time. If that makes sense. The Lord, I don't know. The Lord's trying to tell me some stuff about time and how it's working and how I can use this calendar and see what He's trying to show us, you know, for the future, and what He's trying to like. Pretty much, what I'm getting from the Lord is that He's going to clear our minds, give us regained sight, and we're going to like know. We're going to know what to do if we don't leave. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. It's Sunday. I'm gonna spend it with my family. I love y'all. Bye.